Hello and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education, the comedy science podcast that leans heavily on the comedy and barely dips its toe into the science. It stars me, comedian Laura Lexx, and my brother, the normal guy, Ron.
Hello, I'm Ron. Normal
Hi,
guy.
Normal. He's a guy. Normal guy, Ron. Ron, your computer sounds hot today.
Yes, it's because you made it do a film for a bit.
Just tried to video Ron to try and make some adverts for this damn podcast to make everybody realise how brilliant it is. And oh my God, it's like he melted into a puddle. I just asked him to say some simple phrases and he was like...
And you asked the sun to be in my eyes while it happened.
That was what made the difference, was it?
No, I couldn't have done it anyway, but at least I would have had my eyes open.
Anyway, if you see some adverts for Lexx Education where Ron is crying, laughing and squinting and trying to say phrases from the podcast, please like and share them because they're the best we've got. How are you, Ron?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You arrived and did some burping. You've been eating?
Jambalaya.
Ooh.
Yeah, so threw a barbecue at the weekend and I was left with a
Thanks for the invite.
of sauce. Shut up. We're not friends. I was left with a dearth of sausages, and I didn't really want to eat just eat sort of sausage baps all week, so I made a big jambalaya.
Oh, I make jambalaya on Cook Serve Delicious 3. Yum rank 86, Ron.
Sad trombone sound incoming.
You're so jealous. I had a 3-egg omelette for my lunch.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really
Just
low on
egg?
food. I put a bit of cheese in the middle.
Christ.
Oh,
Is it the 1930s Dust Bowl around Brighton?
we don't have any food at the moment, and I have got bread in the oven right now, but it wasn't ready before the record, and I'd done a workout, and I dangerously needed to eat, or this was going to be a shambles. So I had a 3-egg omelette and some lunch hoops. Do you know what, Ron? Last week I put out a silly video of saying like, oh, I've had a stressful week, I'm having a cocktail, and then it was me mixing 3 different flavours of hula hoops together. I got so many messages going just lunch hoops, and it warmed my cockles how many people that listen to this podcast that don't normally like get in touch but sent like a lunch hoops, and I was like, you guys all listen, this is so nice.
Yeah, that is one of the bits that has permeated our normal lives a lot. We do call them lunch hoops now, just round the house.
Yeah, even when you have them at any time of day. I've eaten like a 5-year-old for the last week. I've just had one of those weeks where all I've wanted to eat is garbage, and I have. I've eaten like a raccoon.
Sorry, you really said I have, like you were going to lead on and say more. So I didn't say anything.
You always say that. You're always baffled by my sentence structure. I think it's because I'm such a unique speaker. I'm like the Cormac McCarthy of conversation.
Potentially.
What's banging in the background?
Someone open and close the door. Get your fucking beaky nose out of it. What do you care?
Get their beaky doors out of my podcast.
I've not been
Slamming, aren't they? What are they in a rage about?
Yesterday, I had this barbecue. I made loads of guac and hummus.
Oh, right. Shove it with your barbecue. I was in Reading. I was only like an hour and a half away. I could have been there. Could have bloody been there, mate.
I didn't want you there because you'd have just been like, oh, well, why didn't you invite me to the last thing you did? Just hectoring people.
What vegetarian options did you have?
I cooked a shitload of vegetables. And
was Noah there?
We are such insufferable hipsters that the first 5 people that arrived all brought a block of halloumi. Nice. So we ate so much halloumi. But yeah, I had loads of guac and hummus left over. So yesterday I had to buy a thing of Pringles just to get through it, and I didn't want any of them.
What flavour?
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom. Yeah.
You can just eat guac with a spoon, though.
I've been eating it on toast. I've been eating it with jambalaya. I made so much of it.
If you'd invited me, you wouldn't have any guac left over. I'd have eaten all of it.
Well, that's another reason to not invite you, because I like guac, so...
I'm not going to invite you to the next 6 barbecues I have.
Oh, I'm not getting a barbecue invite for 6 years. Oh, no.
Do you know what? This is an appropriate intro to this episode, because this episode... I would describe it as bleak. It's a bleak episode. It is one of those episodes that, oh my God, we fight. I think it wins the award for the most Rons in a single episode. I was editing it and I was like, shall I cut some of these where I'm just saying Ron? Well, I've left them all in. Maybe someone could count them.
Yeah, a bad showing for both of us. It's a bad episode.
It's not a bad episode, Ron. Stop with your negativity. If you're not going to make good adverts, you can at least not slag the product off on it.
Well, I just like people. I want people to believe me when I say that it's good. They can't all be winners.
Say they're all good because they are.
They can't all be winners.
But the ones that I think, oh, not much happened in this one, are the ones other people like the best. So I think I'm no judge.
Life's a rich tapestry.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of rich tapestries, happy birthday, Jenny. We hope that you're having a rich tapestry of a birthday this week.
Jenny, a rich tapestry of a woman.
Yes. Having a rich tapestry of a day and hopefully got given a tapestry by a rich person. Happy birthday, Jenny. If you want a birthday shout out. Yeah. If you want a birthday shout out on the podcast, just drop us an email or message us and we'll say happy birthday like it's CBBC. And if we get enough patrons, maybe we'll start making birthday cards again. That was a thing that Ron used to do that he then stopped doing.
I did that once.
It was one of Ron's fads.
I don't think I think we offered it to one person and then other people started just demanding it.
But you never did it again.
No, I don't have to do everything that the listeners demand of me.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Then you're in the
That's
wrong
why
industry.
my mental health is better than yours.
Your mental health is not better than mine. It's just more sporadic.
My mental health
Yours
is
has dips,
phenomenal
troughs.
compared to yours.
That is
Yeah,
not
like
true.
every person.
Mine is steadily low.
Yours is just a big trough. Big trough Lexx, they call
because
you.
it was never good and it's not going to get good. So it's not a trough. It's just a
It's a low. It's a swamp.
It's just the Netherlands, okay? I have the Netherlands of mental health.
Yeah.
Whereas you are just whoa.
No, yeah, that's what normal people are like.
No, it's not, Ron. Normal people are just up all the time.
No, that's not true.
Ron.
That's a mentally unhealthy person's idea of what a normal person is.
Yeah, well, I'm clinging to it.
Wow. What's on his mind this week? I'm off to my final festival of the year tomorrow morning. I want to hear your best festival stories.
Before you ask listeners, no, I'm not going as well. Despite introducing Ron to that festival, I was not invited.
No, because you have a 1-year-old. You don't do anything.
I went to Reading Festival
On
last
with the
weekend.
episode. Yeah,
So
for
what was
work.
on your mind about it?
Just going to festivals, isn't it?
Oh, Ron, I listened to some Tom Waits yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Because of what I said?
No, Spotify randomly played it. I don't know if it's because we're friends on Spotify and it saw you playing it and so it played it to me. But I listened and I liked it.
Nice. Which song? Or what stuff?
What's it called? Something about 6 shillings or something like that.
16 shells from a 30-06.
That's it, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a fucking banger.
I loved it. And then I
Yeah.
listened to Town with No Cheer and I loved that too.
Don't know if I know that one. Clap Hands, Hoist That Rag. Oh, all good.
I know Hoist That Rag. I've heard that one before.
Yeah, Hoist That Rag's a banger. Although they put a new mix of it on Spotify, and the new mix is nowhere near as good. The guitar's not as jangly.
Oh, but we love jangly guitar.
We love jangly guitars. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what also I love? A jingle jangle
treat.
morning.
I'll
Best
come
kind of
following
morning
you.
for following people. Okay, go. Listen to this bleak pod of science and we'll see you afterwards. I feel like the giddiness has left us.
Yeah, it's nice when we're just having a chat, isn't it? I love the intros, outros.
Yeah. There's physics hanging over me now.
Maybe we should do a podcast where we just chat. We could
I think we'd still argue.
do that chocolate bar podcast.
We kind of do. What chocolate bar podcast?
I was so
No.
briefly really obsessed.
Oh, that was the depths of your despair. No. Well, a lot of the Patreon episodes are a bit less argumentative.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we
laughter
recorded
ones
a
are fun.
podcast and Patreon episode. It's been a while.
We did the year review.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't that long ago.
No.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I need to listen to that.
If you're not listening to that, I worked so hard on that.
Yeah, it was good. Really good.
Well, we've got to do top 3 books next week.
Yeah, best 3 books ever. Old Man and the Sea. Is that the name of it?
I don't know. I nearly said, is that the one about the moon?
Your Friend the Moon.
Oh, Moony.
Now, it's a bad sign that not only is your book closed, your phone's on top of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, because you just did the prep for this and you basically told me it was shit before we'd even started. So I don't feel...
I don't think I said
You
that.
did. You said there's a shit nugget and then we're out of the mechanics. Shall we do that, or shall we do that as the beginning and do something else with it? Blah, you know?
Yeah. It's awful that a third of our podcast we hate.
Yeah, I don't like the chemistry either.
And biology's been guff recently as
Yeah,
well.
I'm not good at the biology. Last biology, I only got like 1 point.
Yeah.
Half a point, whatever. I don't even have a pen, Ron. You didn't bring my gel pens down. Same room episode. Dice, dice, dice. You dirty beanbag.
You're going to have to explain that.
Ron's got a dirty little bag that says beans on it. It's dirty because my daughter got crap all over it. And we never washed it.
It's really horrid.
Oh, it's going to be no gel pens for the first time in ages.
Okay, let's introduce an element of fun.
Okay.
Every now and again, I'll roll a dice. If it's a 20, we
play double. The Poggle episode went down way much better than I thought it would.
I did go down way much better, didn't it? I don't know why you thought people wouldn't like it.
Because we played Boggle all the way through an episode of our podcast.
We should do a board game episode one day.
Yeah.
Play a board game.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll put that on the Patreon list.
Yeah. Have we got a list?
Yeah.
Where?
On the fucking spreadsheet that you never look at.
What spreadsheet? The release date?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much, man.
What do you mean that's too much?
How am I supposed to get information from this?
Just look at it. You love spreadsheets.
Which ones are the Patreon ones?
The green ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing Agony Dad too.
Yeah.
I don't look at this ever.
No.
Have we done... Oh, well, we've done December's episode.
Yeah.
Unless 8 more people join the Patreon. All right, listen up, everyone. I'm going to roll the dice, and if it rolls on a 20, you sign up to the Patreon.
It did! Whoa!
Can you grab those wasabi peas while you're over there?
No, you're not eating. Right, what are we doing, Ron? Ron, stop.
Oh, that's a boring biro.
Yeah, well, you left all my gel pens upstairs.
You didn't tell me to get the gel pens.
I thought you'd know.
You didn't even tell me to get the book. I remembered to get the book really well.
I thought you'd know.
Top 3 books.
This one.
This one.
This is going to be my... Oh, stop!
It was a 20!
You don't deserve patrons if you can't make one nice podcast. Why should people pay for a second one? Why is my book blue tack together?
Because you fiddle.
You're a fiddler. He's a little diddler. What are we doing?
Right, we're doing Momentum.
Oh, man.
It's a high...
Jeremy Corbyn.
It's a high 18.
Huh?
You got something coming out your nose.
Ooh.
It's like a bit of white.
Uh-oh.
Giddy. On the old nose clams. Yeah, it is.
Get it?
No, it's gone. Wait, what?
I've never done cocaine.
You shouldn't.
No, I think it would be terrible.
Right, we're doing momentum. Right, so first...
Is that one where no one can remember anything?
Memento. Great film.
Never seen it.
Really good film.
Too long.
You'd probably... It'd be a busman's holiday for you, I think. Right. Formula time.
Oh.
Lots of maths this episode, so grab your calculator.
No. Are we recording? Yeah. Oh, wouldn't want to have missed all this science.
Formula time, Laura.
Oh, Ron. Why?
Momentum equals mass times velocity. This is defined as...
It's just my mass times velocity. The way that I mow. The way that I momentum.
P is momentum.
No. A little p or a big
A little p.
Little p, but not y.
Not rho.
Why?
No, because that's a different letter.
Not y.
If it was rho, I'd have said that.
Hello, I'm
equals
y.
MV.
V's sometimes look like ticks if you get carried away in the second half.
It's a good job you're not an observation comic. What's the deal with a V when you've gone overboard in the second half? You should try that tonight at your gig, see what people say. Right, can you work out what the unit of momentum is?
Kilograms per metre squared.
Why would it be that? Work it out, don't ever
I
get
did! I did! I don't like it when you do that, because I did work that out.
Talk me through it, then. Talk me through your workings.
Mass? Maybe that's kilograms?
That is kilograms.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then where did the metres squared come from?
Velocity? Because that's kind of acceleration, and that was metres squared.
No, it wasn't.
Metres per second squared.
It's metres per second velocity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Kilograms?
velocity's not really acceleration, is it?
I don't know. I don't know what velocity is.
You should do. We've done, I think, maybe 6 episodes on it.
Scalars?
It's a vector, isn't it?
Veloctor? Vector?
Bolgar!
Velocity? Yes, because they both start with a VE. I've talked about this before.
Yeah. Oh, elementary! They both start with a VE. Alert the Nobels! So it's metres per second.
So I was quite close. Kilograms per metres per second?
It's not kilograms per metre per second, is it?
Kilograms times metres per second?
Kilogram metres per second.
Kilogrammeters. Kilogrammeters. Ah, Kelsey grammaters. Kelsey grammata. What? P equals kilograms.
It doesn't equal that.
No.
The unit is kilogram metres per second.
What? Of P?
Momentum.
Yeah. Kilogram meters per second.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay.
That's a lot to take in.
Now, velocity...
What's mass made in?
Ask that again, but better.
What's mass registered as?
What do you mean?
Measured in kilograms.
Yeah.
Yeah. And velocity is meters per second.
Yeah. Do you want me to just go through that?
Yeah, I'm just making nice columns in my book with all of the information because you keep telling me off or only writing down some of it.
So, velocity is a vector or scalar quantity?
Which way round do they go?
You tell me. What's a scalar?
I don't know. One of them is actually did it, and one is floopy. Is that it?
Floopy's nothing. So try again, I think. Yeah?
The baby's awake.
She can cry it out for a bit, I guess.
Let me check how awake she is. Okay, so just a small 48-hour break there, Ron.
Yeah, I can't really remember anything.
Let me check the notes. I think it was going quite smoothly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon.
I don't know what content we've covered and what we
I don't think we were mad at each other. Momentum equals mass times velocity. P equals mv. Kilograms per meters per second. Kilograms meters per second. That's what I've got written down.
Okay, cool, right.
I don't have a pen right now, though. Are we going to do anything else that I'm going to need to take
Yeah,
notes
we're going to do loads of maths for the rest of the lesson.
Fucking hell. Okay, hang on. It's not a same room episode anymore.
No, it's not.
You've gone home.
Yep.
Went to a baby shower today.
Lovely stuff.
We had to do that thing where you had to bring a picture of you as a baby and then everybody had to work out who was everybody. And apparently I have not changed since I was a baby because I didn't know anybody at this baby shower and everybody was like, oh, guess who's number 7? Hang on, let me just grab a pen.
Okay. Ooh, long train today, listener. Long train.
Okay, I found a gold Sharpie so I can't make detailed notes.
Why can't you make detailed notes?
Because it's a thick pen.
Right. Okay.
This wouldn't have happened if you'd brought my gel pens down the other day.
Okay.
Are you okay? You're very tired. You've had a long journey today.
Yeah, I was just saying to the listener, it was a long train. That train stops everywhere.
Yeah, but it's quite pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing Minecraft mainly.
Did you watch... Oh, you played Minecraft?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Laura, so...
Oh, let's just chat for a little bit longer before we hate each other again.
No, because this is the middle of the episode.
You were getting on so well. Look, it's going to be one of those episodes where there's an intro, then there's a bit of chat, and then there's a small bit of science, and then another load of chat where we get to know each other again.
Yeah,
then
don't
small bit of
recap what's just happened.
Then a bit of chat, and then a quiz,
to that.
and then some chat for the outro. So I think what the listeners like about this podcast is how many times we say hi to each other throughout the podcast. It's a big feature.
So we're going to work out...
How many other podcasts are recorded on like 5 separate days?
Loads of them have loads of production value and they take time and stuff.
Well, this one doesn't, but it is made.
All right, you've dragged me onto the tangent. I was browsing. I didn't even know what I was looking for. I was on Spotify the other day, and someone
Curtis Stigers?
Why is that good?
It might have been what you were looking for.
Why? Who is that?
Curtis Stigers, musician.
That's...
And I wonder why we hold on.
Curtis Stigers, you might as well be saying Brumpty High-Nye.
No, I've been sleeping with the lights on, talking in my sleep and waking to an empty room. That guy?
It's not ringing any bells.
Wow. Did Mum never play you Curtis Stigers?
Did
Mum dance to in the kitchen when you were little? Just them people?
I don't know.
Moving on up.
Rod Stewart?
Yeah, she does love a bit of Rod and Shania.
The Lighthouse Family?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. God, she's got easy listening taste.
Yeah, so I was on Spotify, and someone has made a podcast about the Ricky Gervais show, like the podcast, where they just recap episodes.
What do you think people listening to that are in it for? Just when you could just re-listen to Ricky Gervais? Because I understand things like, you know, Jenna Fisher and whatever the other woman is talking about The Office, because maybe you listen to that at a point you couldn't be watching The Office. But you could just listen to the Ricky Gervais podcast.
They were in The Office, so they have insight.
Yeah.
They're not just two people that have listened to the same thing as you.
Maybe it's for people who love that podcast, but none of their friends do. So it's like having a buddy to talk to about it.
Maybe. And I guess, you know, if you've just listened to all of it, you might not want to listen to all of it right away again. So you might want to, but you also don't want to listen to anything else. So maybe you just listen to something about it.
Or do you think you listen to an episode of Ricky Gervais' podcast and then an episode of that one, then RG, then that one?
Maybe. I don't know.
How popular do you think we'd have to be for there to be a listen-along Lexx education podcast?
I don't think that much more popular. but that's more down to our listeners than it is the volume
of our listeners. Yeah. They're cool dudes. They get behind a product that they like.
Yeah, I mean, am I surprised there's not already a Bunsen listen-along side podcast? A little.
We should do more merch soon.
Should we?
Yeah, we got way more listeners now than when we did the hats, and they sold out well quick.
Let's focus on the London Podcast
We
Festival.
should focus
Buy
on the
your
live shows.
tickets online today.
Yeah, and thank you to all the people that have messaged and said they have. It warms our cockles.
Yeah. And don't be put off by those messages. There's still lots available.
Maybe there aren't, though. We actually don't know. We're going to ask tomorrow.
Oh, I know.
How do you know?
I can feel it.
Yeah, look, there's going to be 12 of us in a massive hall, but we're going to have the time of our fucking lives, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
Right, okay, let's do some science so that we can all go to bed. A snooker ball. We're going to work out the momentum that a snooker ball has, okay?
John Virgo. Remember him?
No. Is he a friend of Curtis Stigers?
Sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? Is he a friend of Curtis? He used to do Big Break. It's only a game, so put up a real good fight. We're gonna be snookering you tonight. Big Break.
You like all the old man sports, don't you?
I don't like snooker.
Oh,
It was
why
a
do you know
game
this?
show on a Saturday night.
Oh.
I think it was Jim Davidson. Was it Jim Davidson? John
Lord, I'd
Virgo?
rather be listening to the podcast about Ricky Gervais' podcast.
Okay, then let's do the maths if that's better.
We're going to work out the amount of momentum that a snooker ball has.
Okay.
A snooker ball weighs 170 grams.
170 grams. Okay.
I hit it with a force of 100 newtons. It makes...
100 newtons. Yeah.
The cue makes contact with the ball for 0.002 seconds.
0.002 seconds.
How much momentum does it have in the direction it's travelling?
Don't know one.
Work it out.
Can't. Help me. Help me. Help me. I'm a little bug stuck on my back.
Okay.
Help me.
What do you need to know?
How do I work that out from those numbers?
Do we have a formula for momentum?
Yep.
What's that formula?
P equals mv.
Okay, so what are we missing from that?
PM and V.
P's what we're trying to work out, isn't it?
P,
So we'll
yeah.
shelve that for a second.
Okay.
Do we have M?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you thinking about this?
170 grams?
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break, Ron.
I gave you lots of time and you asked for help and then you told me that we didn't have the mass.
Okay, and then you said, don't we? And then I changed my mind.
Okay.
So just
And then what does V stand for?
calm down. Velocity.
Okay, how do we work that out from the stuff that we've been given?
We can't because we don't know the meters.
Would I have designed this in such a way that you couldn't work it out?
We need to work out the meters.
What does that mean in your head?
Velocity is meters per second. We don't know the meters.
What's the ball going to do very quickly when we hit it?
Run away? Move?
Yeah.
Like move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to its speed?
Increase.
Accelerate.
Accelerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you think of any formulas that we had?
No. Do you want me to... What one shall I look for?
Why don't you look for any that involve the things that we've got to work it out?
F equals ma?
Would that help us?
Maybe. That involves mass and acceleration.
Yeah?
Is that helpful?
You tell me.
I don't know, Ron. No, because I need to know meters.
Why would you need to know meters?
Because meters per second is the fucking velocity.
Yeah, what's the other part of that?
Seconds.
And did I give you any seconds?
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
So how do I work out the meters?
Because you're going to work out how quickly it's accelerating. And then you're going to use that for how long it accelerates for.
Oh my God. I can't do a little caterpillar of formulas altogether.
You should be able to. You're an adult. This isn't hard.
It is.
It's not. You're not trying very hard.
I am.
Do it then.
Do it.
Do it.
So what have I got to do?
Work out how fast it's accelerating, then work out its velocity from its acceleration.
God, I can't.
And then work out its momentum.
Help me.
No, just do those sums. Like, write something down, organise yourself, apply yourself. Because you're on maternity leave, this is all you have career-wise at the moment.
Oh, she's crying. Hang on, I've got to pause.
Very convenient.
Right, F equals MA. Oh, this is so fucking shit. F equals MA. M is 170 kilograms.
Is it? Is that how much a snooker ball weighs?
Yes, that's what you said.
170 kilograms.
Why don't you just tell me what it is instead of being sarky?
Because think about a snooker ball. Does a snooker ball weigh like 3 times as much as you?
No. You said it was.
I said
Grams. 170 grams.
There we go.
What's that in kilograms? 1.7?
How many grams make a 0.17? Yeah.
0.17. Okay. Oh, and A is acceleration. Well, I don't know the acceleration. Is the acceleration 0.002?
What was 0.002?
I don't know. I can't remember. Is that the acceleration?
No, that was how long it was hit.
What's the acceleration then?
That's what we're trying to work out.
Fucking hell. So how am I supposed to do F equals MA?
Because you've got F.
What's F?
A 100. You have to be nicer.
Oh my God. So, what? Oh my God.
Just work out the acceleration.
I'm trying.
It's dividing one number by another one.
Which ones?
Use the formula.
I'll use the formula to beat you around the head in a minute. I can't do the formula as F equals MA.
Why not? Why can't you?
Because we know F.
Yep.
It's just F equals M something at the moment.
Rearrange it.
How? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? What? Divide it by? Divide by? Divide by 2? What? Come on.
This is... Remember before the episode we were having a conversation about whether we should stretch this out or just breeze through it?
Yeah, let's breeze through it. Help me breathe.
This is us
Be
breezing
the
through
wind
it.
beneath my wings, Ron.
This is basic algebra.
I don't know what algebra is.
And you
What
want to...
do you want me to do?
I want you to work out the acceleration.
I am trying.
Just don't ask. Think about it for a second.
F? Divide by F?
What would happen if you divided both sides of the equation by f?
They'd both be divisible by F.
Well, you'd have f divided by f, and that would equal 1, and then you'd have ma over f. Does that sound like that's helpful?
Reading your tone? No.
Okay. So what do we need to do physically? We need to get A on its own, don't we?
Okay. A.
So what's A with?
M.
And what's happening between those two numbers?
Multiplying.
Yeah, so how can we move M to the other side of the equation?
Unmultiply. Divide.
Fucking hell, yes. Unmultiply.
A equals F over M?
Yeah.
Okay. So
We
F
have all those numbers.
Oh my god, I'm going to hurt you next time I see you. What was F again? What the fuck is F? What's F?
100 is 100 newtons.
And what was M? 0.170.
Yeah, just 0.17. Don't need to say the zero.
What if I want to? 588?
Okay, how long was it accelerating for?
I don't know. Is that the 0.002?
What's
No, that's how long it touched it. That's how long it touched it.
That's how long it was accelerating for.
Okay. Is it? That's how long it was accelerating for?
Yes.
Fuck me, man, you're making me... So A is 588.
Yep.
Who are you typing to?
I was unlocking my laptop. We've been working this sum out for so long that it locked itself.
Whoop-de-doo. Sorry, your laptop is a judgy cunt. So now what am I supposed to be doing?
You have how quickly it's accelerating.
Yeah.
And you have how long it was accelerating for. If I was accelerating by 15 meters per second for 2 seconds, how fast would I be moving after that?
What? Say that again?
If I was accelerating by 15 meters per second...
30 meters per second.
Yeah. Same sum, just different numbers.
So 588 times 0.002.
Yeah.
1.176. Is that it?
What was the first number?
588.
1.176?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the answer.
What is it? Meters per second?
Yeah, that's the velocity that the ball's travelling in.
Okay. What's velocity? Speed, basically.
Speed in a direction.
Yeah, okay. Good. Really glad we know that. I hate this so much.
Yeah, me too. Okay, cool. So that's how much momentum it's... No, that's what velocity it's got. So how much momentum does it have?
Okay, so momentum... so that is 170 times 1.176.
Are you sure?
No, 1.70. 1.7, don't need to say the O.
No.
I thought momentum was mass times velocity.
It is. So what's its mass in kilograms?
1.7.
How many grams in a kilogram?
0.17 times 1.176. So P equals 0. Let's call it 2. 0.2.
No, we need to know this properly.
0.19992.
What? No, let's call it 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how much momentum it's got. Now, in a closed system, we know what a closed...
Which everything is, we assume.
Yeah. There is a... Sorry, I'm just itching my foot.
Ugh, you look like you're jerking off. It's horrible. You look like Mackie does when she's having a go at her little wodge.
Oh, God, she's just jilling herself on the carpet for hours. It's horrible at your house.
Well, you're never invited back, so...
In a closed system, there is something called the conservation of momentum.
Oh, cute, like the WWF.
The total momentum... Well,
Do you picture little safari guys wandering around?
It's actually quite different from the...
Force-feeding bamboo to little peas.
It's quite different to the WWF because it works. Momentum is conserved, unlike wildlife.
Hey, there's at least 2 pandas in Edinburgh.
Anyway, the total momentum before an event is equal to the total momentum after an event, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So, the snooker ball that we hit, let's say it hits another snooker ball. Okay?
Sure.
After that collision, our snooker ball is only travelling at 0.3 metres per second. How fast is the other one travelling?
0.3?
Yeah.
Oh, let's take that away from what we had originally then. So 1.176 minus 0.3, 0.876.
You sure?
I really felt quite confident.
But we're talking about velocities there, not momentum.
Then no, I don't know.
It might be the same. The snooker balls are the same size. Yeah, probably is.
What?
Yeah, it's probably the same. It's fine. We can...
That is such a damp squib of an ending, Ron. Sort of implying, no, that's wrong, and then going, but fuck it, who cares? That is damp even for your level of moisture.
I don't think I can be blamed for being the unenthusiastic one about this topic.
I'm supposed to be unenthusiastic.
Neither of us care about this.
Well, no.
So we either need to work together and both be enthusiastic.
All right, let's try that, but I don't think it's going to last long.
No, that's why I don't think we'll be able to fake that for a second.
No, so go on, let's be peppy. Let's be peppy podcast hosts. Oh my God, Ron, this is really blasting my brain orbs. Let's go through that again.
Well, the next bit...
No, Ron, use a peppy tone.
Well, the next bit that we were going to do is to do with the fact that velocity is a vector, not a scalar
Fry and
quantity.
Rutherford. Oh my God, Ron, scalar and vector quantities. We've covered those before, haven't we?
Yeah, do you want to give us a quick definition?
Vector has depth and determination, where scalar is not a density quantity. Keep it peppy. Keep it peppy.
But that's the difference between us and Fry and Rutherford, is that neither of them are dunces.
Vector! Magnitude, that's the word I wanted.
Depth and quantity is what you said. It's got magnitude and direction.
But, hey...
You remembered it had 2 things.
Yeah, and... funky.
Laura, I didn't have to know what you meant because I know it.
That's why it's so great working with you.
Okay, so...
Keep it peppy.
So before...
No.
Before we worked out the momentum that the ball had in the direction it was travelling.
You sound like a sad boy instead of a CBeebies man.
In the direction it was travelling. Hello! We worked out the momentum the ball had in the direction it was travelling. Is that better in the Justin voice?
Yeah, it was great.
Let's say that we hit the ball at a 30-degree angle. What's its momentum towards the end of the table?
What? 30-degree angle?
Mm-hmm.
30-degree momentum? What's the degrees got to do with the momentum?
Well, velocity is a vector quantity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've not hit it directly at the end of the table. We've hit it at an angle.
What do you want me to do?
Work out its momentum towards the end of the table.
Okay. Start me at the beginning and let's do that together.
I wrote this down. I can't... Do you have to use trigonometry to do this? We might not be able to do this, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a Pythagoras thing. It is a Pythagoras thing. We just need to know how big a snooker table is. Do we? I don't know. Let's just stop, eh?
Yeah.
Was that a better end?
I am cross with you for setting me puzzles that you don't have the answer to.
I thought I did at the time, but I never work out the answers beforehand.
And I hate it. Sounds about right. That might be the next hat we make.
What does RHONY stand for?
Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, this is our shared Google history. Rat years to human years. Define vestating. 26 miles per hour in meters per second. How much does a snooker ball weigh? RHOBH.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
RHONY reboot cast. RHONY reboot cast. RHONY bedroom curtains. Matt Hoss.
Now we can end. I'm panicked because I already know, I can remember this episode and it was so mathsy, and it was like one of those ones where there were 9 sums to get the answer, and it was all letters in the sums, and I just know what the quiz is going to be. It's just going to be you going, do those sums again, and then saying sounds about right.
Yeah.
But I just think you should find a fun way to do this quiz.
I have actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
What?
Rather than it being a snooker ball, this time we're going to talk about a cricket ball, because you love cricket.
I do love cricket.
So let's say...
No, Ron, can we have a bit of preamble before we get to the quiz? Because I don't want to do any of those sums, and I really...
Who's your favourite cricketer?
Mine?
Yeah.
All-time legacy?
Yeah.
It's a great question. Monty Panesar.
Why?
Just seemed like such a nice guy. Great bowling.
What made his bowling good?
I think he was a spin bowler. I think.
What's good about spin bowling?
I don't really know. I don't really understand cricket. I just like it. It's very calming.
Oh. Okay, right.
No.
Laura,
I'm not ready.
I tried so hard then. I bowled you a softie and you just decided to not engage with it, so I don't really know what else you want.
I'm not ready.
I tried to meet you on something I thought you'd be interested in.
I am interested in it, but it doesn't mean I know anything about it.
Yeah, but you could have talked passionately about it for a bit, but you just were like...
What shall I say?
I was just trying to tee you up. I don't know.
Teeing up is golf. Does my eye look small? It's got loads of sun lotion in it.
You look like a squinting pig. It's horrible.
It really hurts, and I think I can't do maths now because it hurts.
Okay, then. That's the end of the episode.
Ron, let's work together on it, yeah?
All right. Okay. I'll read it out, you do it, okay?
No. You help me do it all the way. Cricket ball.
A cricket ball.
And because I've hurt my finger, it's hard to make notes because I can't rest my pen where I've hurt my finger.
A cricket ball is hit...
Ron! Slow down!
What part of that did you need me to slow down?
Because I just told you I am struggling to write because of my finger. I can't hold the pen properly.
What part of that did you need to write down?
Cricket ball.
Why? It doesn't matter.
It has to matter, otherwise it's all shit.
A cricket ball is hit with a force of 580 newtons.
Yeah.
It makes contact with the bat for 0.003 seconds.
Yeah.
Cricket balls weigh 156 grams.
Is that true?
Yes. Wait, what part?
The weight of a cricket ball.
Yes, that's true. How much momentum does the cricket ball have?
So, Ron. Momentum. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Entertain myself while you do this.
No, because I can't do it. Oh, God. It's P equals M times V. And we've got the mass. That's 156. But we have to call it 0.156 because of conversion. Is that right, Ron?
Yep.
Okay. But we don't know the velocity, do we?
Not yet.
No. And that's what we need F equals MA for. Oh, this better be the last maths ever. And F was 580. Is that right, Ron? Ron!
F was 580, yes.
You aren't helping.
I am helping.
You're not. I had to shower you then to get your attention. Ron!
Yeah?
What's the acceleration?
What do you need to know for the acceleration?
I don't know.
Do you maybe need to use another formula?
Oh, A equals... Oh, see, so many formulas. We're starting too far away from the answer.
There's two formulas.
3.
2.
3.
What's
P
the
equals
third one?
MV, F equals MA, A equals F over M.
That's the same formula.
No, it
It's
isn't.
been rearranged.
That's a different formula then, isn't it?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No, it's
is.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's not.
is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's not.
is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Right, 580 divided by 0.156 equals 3,000. That doesn't feel right. But let's go with it. 3,718. Okay, now let's... So why was I doing F equals MA? For no reason, really, I think. Is that right? Oh, I don't even know. Okay. What did I need A for?
What's A?
Don't know. Acceleration.
Yeah, so what would the acceleration tell you? If you knew how long it was accelerating for?
Don't know.
What's acceleration?
Acceleration.
Yeah. So if you know how long something's accelerating for...
Ron.
Explain to me the concept of acceleration.
Well, it's how much you're speeding up.
Yes, and if you know how much you're speeding up and for how long, what can you work out?
Your speed?
Velocity, yeah.
So... Oh, fucking hell. Which one was it? A is... A... What is A?
Acceleration.
Okay, so I do that times by 0.03. Is that right?
0.03, yes.
Okay, so that's 11.5. That's my velocity. 11.15. And then that is times 0.156. 1.74, Ron.
Is that the momentum or is that the velocity?
That is the momentum. What was I supposed to be working out?
The momentum.
Yeah, 1.74.
How fast was the ball travelling?
11.15 metres per second.
Very nice. Okay.
Is that what you've got written down, Ron?
Yes.
You haven't written it down.
I don't need to.
You do, because you don't know if I'm right or not.
I do, because you did the right things. That's the beauty of math.
But what if I got my sums wrong somewhere?
How would you have gotten your sums
I
wrong?
might have got fat thumbs and pressed the wrong button on my calculator.
You don't have fat thumbs. You've got shrimpy little stumps. We saw
And
them
a sore
earlier.
finger.
I've got a greasy foot now, and I don't know why.
Ugh.
The cricket ball collides with a bowling ball in the air, which weighs 7 kilos. After the collision, the cricket ball is moving at 2 meters per second. How fast is the bowling ball moving?
What the fuck? What? What? I think it has stopped. If a cricket ball hit a bowling ball, the bowling ball's way heavier. It's stopped. What? I can't answer that.
Why?
How can I know that?
Work it out.
How?
Conservation of momentum.
But we didn't really do that. You just said, "Meh, probably right," and we didn't look at it properly.
The momentum will be the same at the end as it was at the beginning.
What momentum?
The total momentum.
Whose momentum?
The total momentum.
Sometimes you are chatting so much grub and you think it's perfectly reasonable. So what was
I just don't know how to say it any differently.
What number momentum did you say?
The momentum that you worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What numbers did you give me? A cricket ball is 7 kilos.
A bowling ball weighs 7 kilos.
Yeah.
The cricket ball, after the collision, is moving at 2 meters per second.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, Ron. I have no idea what you're talking about. 1.8.
Work it out.
No, I don't know how.
You haven't tried at
Well, I
all.
have no idea how to do that.
Why not?
Because I don't know what sums to do.
The momentum will be the same at the end.
I don't know the momentum of either ball right now.
You know the momentum of the cricket ball before.
Yeah?
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 But that's like saying, oh, you knew where Spain was before
But you know that, Laura, you know the speed of the cricket ball afterwards, so maybe you could work
don't
out the
know the
momentum.
speed of the
I've
cricket
told you it's 2 meters per second.
Right.
So maybe you could work out the momentum from that.
I can't.
Why not?
How can I do that?
Because you know the velocity and you know the weight of the cricket ball. Nothing's fucking changed.
So 0.156 times 2.
Yep.
Well, that's loads.
No, it's not.
All right, then. Depends on your scale, doesn't it? 0.156 times 2. 0.312.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'll take 1.74. Why is the momentum the same?
Because of the conservation of momentum.
Oh, is that a thing, is it?
Well, momentum's just like kinetic energy instilled into something.
1.428.
Okay, that's the remaining momentum. That's the momentum of the bowling ball then.
Yeah.
The bowling ball weighs 7 kilos. How quickly is it travelling?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You have to explain.
I know! I'm sick of you!
You can't just be silent.
Ah!
because you also tell me off for talking when you're doing so.
You say, don't just say stuff. You say, don't say everything that comes into your head. You say, don't go quiet and think. You say, don't do everything, basically. You are a piece of crap and I hate you. 0.204 metres per second.
Talk me through your sums.
No, just tell me if it's right or not.
Talk me through your sums.
Just tell me if it's right or not.
No, because you get marks for workings.
Well, you have to show me what you've got written down and then I'll talk you through my sums.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Because it's not fair if you don't actually know if I've got it right or not.
Well, I don't know if you've got it right or not if you don't tell me what you did.
Well, you can do it and then see if you get 0.204 and then if you do, then I have.
No, you just get 0 marks then.
Why?
Because you're not telling me your workings.
Because I think it's right.
Well, tell me your workings then.
I did P divided by M.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so fucking you do it. What is it?
Yes, what you said.
I hate it when you don't know. And then how do I feel good about myself?
Because I'm telling you, you got it right. Well done. You had a hell of a lot of help along the way.
I fucking didn't.
Yes, you did.
I had no help.
You initially said the bowling ball wouldn't move, and then you said, how could I possibly know this?
Oh, yeah, but this is like the maths of whether it moves. I think in real life, the cricket ball would stop moving.
Well, yeah, because it wouldn't exist. A cricket ball, no, a bowling ball would not just be floating in the air for a cricket ball to hit.
Maybe it would. Maybe it's just been fired out of a cannon.
No, but then it would have momentum beforehand, wouldn't it? If it's been
maybe
fired
the
out of
cricket
a
ball
cannon.
hits it just as its momentum's run out.
Well, actually, momentum is a vector quantity, so it could have been travelling this way, but we're talking about the momentum in that direction, so it would have had 0.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're all
Is that
clever.
it now? And that's the end of the maths, right? There's no more
Yep.
maths now.
But what do you... No, of course there's going to be loads more maths.
I thought you said this was the end of a bit.
It's the end of a bit, yes.
Ugh, the notes
Doesn't mean
in
it's
this
the end of
day
maths.
make me feel sick. Is that it? Is that the end of the quiz?
Yep,
I nailed that.
kind of.
Shut up. It was brilliant. Ron, having listened to that podcast where we stopped approximately 3 times, do you think there's a chance our podcast has too much introductions in it?
No, not in an episode like that. Like, if that had have been an episode that either one of us had have been passionate about, then potentially I'd have said, yeah, maybe we should have, kept on the content, firm hand on the tiller. But in that episode, that was kind of like just a bit of a skid mark. I think more intros the better.
Please stop referring to our podcast as a skid mark.
You called it a husky pob of science or something. Why am I not allowed to say
Because
what it
husky
is?
pob doesn't mean anything. A skid mark is a smear of shit. You're the worst. Right, listeners, we got some questions. Have you heard of Curtis Stigers? What did your mums dance to in the kitchen?
Or dads.
Or dads. The merch question, the eternal merch question. Should we make something else? What would your highest amount that you would spend on some Lexx Ed merch be? Would you buy it? Let us know and we will get it sorted before Christmas. Oh, and finally, should Ron have to work out the answers to things that I'm working out? I might put a poll somewhere because it's driving me crazy. That sounds about right, and I need closure on it.
No, see, this is the difference between knowing something and just regurgitating something. Because I can hear you work it out and I know if you've got it right or not. Because
But
I
you don't
understand it,
listen.
understand
You're
the
playing your
method.
guitar
I
and picking about.
listen.
You don't listen.
I do.
looked
Whereas
just
you
like
just
our
want to,
older sister then.
you just want a little tick and a little pat on the head. Oh, well done. You said 11.4. No, it's all about
But I
method.
want
It's
Ron
about
as a cuddle and an
understanding.
invite to a barbecue, but it's not coming. So yeah, I'll take a tick and a pat on the head.
Move to Bristol, then you can come to barbecues.
No, you moved to Brighton. Then you
No.
can invite me to them.
I already moved to Brighton twice.
You didn't move to Brighton twice. You moved to Brighton once, and then you squatted in Brighton and shat on my life in it.
I didn't shit on your life in it.
Did?
No, I didn't.
You say things like, you've got a 1-year-old now, you don't do anything.
Yeah, but I didn't say that when I lived there.
No, you say it now. You said worse things when you lived there. Like your child is horrible.
I never said your child was horrible. You said that.
Things along those lines.
lovely Stephen from the listener base, he probably wanted to go to the pub, and I said, no, mate, no. When I'm in Brighton, I'm hanging out with Nisa the podcast.
What about sister of the podcast, me?
Sister of the podcast can fuck off.
Right, do the register.
Can you hear that, listener?
Oh, God.
That golden hum in the background? What is that? The wind whistling through velvet ropes and the sun beaming down on red carpet. The rich smell of mahogany and exotic spices ne'er seen in these regions before. Luxurious purple smoke hangs in the air. As you approach, you see two sharply dressed, slender, androgynous, beautiful people step forward and open the shiny black double doors. You enter and descend down the stairs. There are lights on the floor and sweat on the walls, cages and poles. Call off the search for your soul or put it on hold again. She's having a sly indoor smoke. She calls the folks that run this her oldest friends. You keep walking to the bar and a chiseled bartender hands you your favorite drink. You reach for your wallet, but he shakes his head and winks in a charming way, not a creepy way. Your money is no good here. You have good credit amongst friends. You stand, taking in the crowd, feeling the beat of the music pass through your chest. The crowd is singing along loudly to the Lexx Education theme tune. And dancing, grinding up against each other. A beautiful person proffers a hand, beckoning you to join them on the dance floor. You raise a hand to decline, and they're not even weird about it. They just give you a look like maybe later, and then they get back to dancing without making a big thing of it. You light up a cigarette. Cigarettes are actually good for you here. You feel your lungs growing to 2, maybe 3 times the size they were before. Powerful, powerful lungs. Through the dance floor, there is a door, cast in shadows, only briefly illuminated by lights flashing. You approach, drawn there as if a cord was attached to your chest, pulling you closer and closer. You do the signature knock. A slot slides open, and you see a stunningly make-upped eye looking at you. Password?
Make-upped.
They say in a sultry voice. Down, you say, and the slot clacks shut and the door swings open. You step inside. You're bathed in white light, and you feel the very edges of yourself blur as a fizzing warmth invades your senses and shakes your soul until even time itself is a disc upon which you walk, hand in hand with Laura and Ron, getting swung like a toddler between them. 1, 2, 3... You are home
Don't
now.
say we like that.
The Lexx Education VIP Lounge. Thank you, Curious Echidna, for upping your pledge. You were already supporting us, and it means the world that you thought enough of us to up your pledge after all the pissing and moaning we've been doing recently. You're there.
Thank you, Curious Echidna, and we hope that showed you just how much you mean to us. If you would like to be thanked on Lexx Education with a similarly but probably shorter thank you, then go to patreon.com/Lexx Education and sign up to just give us £3 a month to just help us keep the podcast going.
Was that too long?
No, it was beautiful, Ron. It was a thing of beauty. We're at the London Podcast Festival this year. If you want one ticket to see us in November, there is one ticket left to our Cheerful Earful live show. There are plenty left to the London Podcast Festival on the 16th of September. That's about 2 weeks away. So please do grab your tickets. And we will see you next week for another beautiful episode of Lexx Education.
Class dismissed.